Hey Nindie fans, Tom here, and I am back again with another video, and today is of course the 1st of February, so we're going to be looking at some of the brilliant games coming to the Switch this month. It can be hard to weed out the best Switch indies being released, which is why we decided to compile a best of list of the releases in February that have the potential to blow us away. And we're going to start things with Please the Gods, which comes out on the 3rd of February. Now, many games have tried their hands at mythology. God of War gives us a peek at Greek mythology through the eyes of a bloodthirsty Spartan. Please the Gods, though, aims to do a similar kind of thing, but instead takes place in Greek, biblical, or Norse mythology. Please the Gods is a turn-based RPG in which you play as a man looking for aid from the gods. It uses old school dice combat to determine the strength of your attacks, defenses, and vice versa. We can't wait for Please the Gods, and it is one of the games that we are looking forward to a lot this month and definitely want to keep your eyes on. Up next is Nerved, which is coming out on the 6th of February. When it comes to horror games, a lot of people are very skeptical about them. There are many high quality, excellent ones out there, but there are also a lot of terrible ones. We have a lot of faith though in Nerved, the latest first person horror game on the Switch. You play as a paranormal investigator who decided to take a trip out to the Bitterwood Forest. Throughout the game, 3 unique monsters will stalk you, and apparently they possess advanced navigational skills, so I guess they're going to be able to track you pretty well, and I definitely think this is going to be quite a scary one. If done right, Nerved could definitely be an Alien Isolation kind of game. That's the kind of vibe we're getting from the use of the word advanced navigational skills. Knights and Bikes looks really cool and is coming out on the 6th of February as well. But despite what the game may tell you, this one isn't about Shovel Knight, for example, on a bike, which might make a few of you disappointed. But what it does include, however, is a pair of sisters, a pair of bicycles, who would have guessed, and a pet goose. No, not that one, definitely not that one. From the same studio that brought you Broken Age and Grim Fandango, Knights and Bikes is a tale of 2 sisters who are on the search for, well, we're not quite sure what. The trailer has a lot going on and it definitely gives a bit of a sensory overload, so we didn't quite catch what exactly you are searching for. But anyway, the art style looks gorgeous and Double Fine are known for telling great stories. And the goose is called Captain Honkers. How could you not want this game? This is a game that I myself are reviewing, so stay tuned for some content on this one on the channel. The Town of Light is our next game and is coming out on the 7th of February. Speaking of games with great stories, you'll be happy to know that this one is releasing this month. If you've never experienced this game, get ready for a real tearjerker. The Town of Light plays similarly to What Happened to Edith Finch, with you walking around an open landscape while attempting to piece together the events that led you to the situation your character currently finds himself in. You play as Renee, a 16-year-old girl suffering from mental illness. And what's interesting is this game is based on a true story about a girl's personal struggles with not only her illness, but the institutions who are supposed to help her. It's a harrowing experience for sure, but one we definitely recommend if you're looking for a great story, no matter how sad or maddening it may be. After something like that, you might be looking for something a little more lighthearted, and the Turing Test might be the game for you. It's a game that challenges your patience while providing you the satisfaction you've craved since completing Portal 2. It takes place on Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, and you play as Ava Turing, exploring an abandoned space station in search of the missing crew. Along the way, you'll solve a variety of puzzles using the energy manipulation tool. It looks like a mix between Portal and the Talos Principle, so we're pretty excited about it. And I've got to be honest, I have reviewed this one and I finished it, and it is a really good game. The story is a particular highlight for me. It has a lot of themes of humanity and right and wrong, and also, you know, because it's called a Turing Test, there is that discussion of the morality of robots and humanity. So I definitely recommend this one if the gameplay suits you, because I think the story really helps it. Underhero is the next game on our list, and this one comes out on the 13th of February. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of tired of playing as a superhero in video games. I quite fancy being the underhero, and that's what Underhero lets you be. Now, don't ask me what an underhero exactly is, because I don't really know, but what I do know is the premise of this game. You'll play as the Little Masked Kid in his adventure to save the Chestnut Kingdom. The developers, Paper Castle Games, aren't shy about their inspirations for the game. They claim that the Paper Mario games are a big inspiration for this one. It does set itself apart from most of RPGs though. In battle, you'll be able to bribe your enemies or even have a conversation with them. There is also a rhythm style system in it, and you land critical hits by syncing your attacks with the beat, which I think is really interesting and definitely does a good job at making it different from other similar titles. Now speaking of RPGs, Snack World the Dungeon Crawl looks so cute. Comes out on the 14th of February. You know, sometimes you play games and they make you hungry, and I think that's the kind of thing Snack World's gonna do. It's a charming RPG based off, well, obviously, snacks. In the land of Tutti Frutti, you'll slay your way through what is sure to be an interesting story. Level 5 are brilliant in this regard. On one hand, we love the idea of a snack-themed dungeon crawler, and the game seems to allow for some pretty awesome customization options, but dungeon crawlers can be a little bit hit and miss, and sometimes it's hard to know just where they're going to fall on this scale. We're not going to let our doubts get in the way of the potentially fun experience though, and we can't wait to jaunt through Tutti Frutti and get down to business. Next up on our list is Under Night in Birth EXE: Late. That is quite a good title. Coming out on February 20th. Now, a lot of people love fighting games. There aren't too many amazing ones on the Switch. Now, this isn't Nintendo's fault, it's just that there are not many fighting games available. And the ones that are on the Switch don't have amazing ports. Mortal Kombat, not dropping any names. So when we first saw Under Night in Birth EXE: Late, I mean, talk about a mouthful, we were immediately skeptical. However, it's won us over with its 2D anime graphics and a lengthy roster of fighters. We don't know much about Under Night, but we're under the impression that we'll have tons of fun with it. Plus, it's $40, so it's definitely not at that premium price tag, so it's not bad of a deal either. Coming near the end of our list, we're going to add one more cool looking game, and it's One Finger Death Punch 2, which comes out on the 26th of February. It's going to offer a fun, adrenaline-filled experience, and the game only uses 2 buttons, which is left and right on the D-pad. Armed with these 2 buttons, you'll slaughter hundreds of stick people with an expanded arsenal, including but not limited to martial arts, a katana, a battle axe, and a bow. It features a lengthy campaign, though I wouldn't say there's a story. It's just a bunch of levels where you're basically told, kill everything. That's the level of story we're dealing with here. It originally released on Steam for PC, and one of our reviewers has already poured 100 hours into this game and cannot wait to put 100 more in. So that definitely tells you the kind of lengthy game time you're going to be able to get out of this one. It's coming out soon and we can't wait for it. Now, last on our February watch list is Soul Axial Rebooted, which comes out the next day on the 27th of February. Cyberpunk 2077 isn't the only Cyberpunk game releasing this year, and Soul Axial Rebooted takes place in a far future dystopia in the world of Elysia, where instead of being a first-person shooter, it's a first-person puzzle game. There's been quite a few of those popping up recently. The level design looks gorgeous, the graphics look incredible, and the game boasts multiple endings depending on your choices, something that we really like in a game. It claims to have around 20 to 30 hours of gameplay, and for a game that's only $13, that's a big claim if it's true. And if it is, Soul Axial Rebooted may be one of my favourite indies this year. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed our picks for February games. Now, there are definitely going to be some that we missed. There's just too many. If we miss any that you think are looking interesting, be sure to leave a comment and let us know. Are you going to pick up any of the games on this list? We should have reviews for most of them, so I'd definitely stick around for that. Anyway, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe for more indie content, reviews, previews, and other such things. My name is Tom. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.